If your dog has ever done something that left you completely confused, maybe chewing up your favorite shoe or barking endlessly at the window and you just sighed and thought they were being stubborn, you are definitely not alone. But there is actually a fascinating reason behind it all. Those outdated ideas about your dog being stubborn, spiteful, or trying to show dominance have been completely debunked by modern animal behaviorists. So if it is not a power struggle, what is your dog actually trying to tell you? In this video, we are going to break down the most common myths and discover 9 specific things your dog has been silently waiting their entire life for you to do. Before we dive into the details, please drop a number 9 in the comments below to let me know you truly care about your pup's emotional well-being. And remember that you are never alone on this journey to becoming an incredible pet parent. Just a quick note before we begin, this video is brought to life by AI to share helpful science-backed knowledge with our amazing dog-loving community. Now, let's look at the first truth, which might completely change how you see your daily routine together. Have you ever wondered why, even if you are home all day long, your dog still seems a little anxious, restless, or sad? Sound familiar? You're sitting there scrolling through your phone on the couch, and your buddy is just lying on the rug, staring up at you with those big eyes. Are you two really spending time together in that moment? The truth is, the answer is actually no. It is so easy to assume that just sharing the same room means you are connecting, but your dog is desperately waiting for true focused connection. When you put the phone away, get down on their level and just give them a good ear rub while looking into their eyes. That is what truly fills their emotional cup. A tired dog is a happy dog, but a connected dog is a fulfilled dog. If you are willing to set aside just 10 uninterrupted minutes for your pup every single day, go ahead and hit that like button for this video. Now, let's move on to a classic misunderstanding about going on a walk. A lot of pet parents in American suburbs treat the daily walk as just a quick, rushed bathroom break. But for a dog, especially a beagle with an incredibly sensitive nose, rushing them along on the leash actually takes away their absolute biggest joy in life. Do not let the daily walk become just another chore on your to-do list. Instead, your dog is waiting for a real adventure, or what many behaviorists like to call a sniffari. This is a sniff walk where their nose completely dictates the path and the pace. Even a short, simple stroll through the parking lot at your local Home Depot can provide massive mental enrichment for them. Let them stop and investigate that random patch of weeds for 2 whole minutes, because to them, that scent is the morning news and social media all rolled into one. By the way, what state or country are you and your dog watching from right now? Let us know in the comments. Next, let's talk about a heartbreaking reality that dogs constantly hide from us. The most dangerous myth out there is thinking your dog will always cry or whine when they are sick or hurting. The truth is, dogs inherited a hardwired survival instinct from their ancestors that makes them instinctively hide their pain. Your dog might be chewing their kibble on only one side of their mouth because of a hidden toothache, or they might hesitate for just a second before jumping into the car because their joints are secretly aching. They are waiting for you, the person they trust most in the entire world, to notice these tiny subtle changes. Taking care of their health is not just about those yearly vet visits for vaccines. It is about your daily observation and paying close attention to their physical well-being. This requires a deep level of understanding, which brings us perfectly to a really fascinating secret about how you communicate with them. You have probably heard people say you shouldn't talk to your dog like they are a human baby. Well, science actually suggests the exact opposite is true. Research shows that using that high-pitched, sweet, dog-directed speech actually makes your dog's brain release dopamine, a powerful feel-good chemical. They do not want to just hear robotic strict commands all day long. They are waiting for you to have a real, genuine conversation with them. If you had a rough day at work, tell them all about it while you pet them. If you are absolutely thrilled to see them when you walk through the door, say it out loud in your happiest voice. The gentle rhythm of your voice is the most soothing sound in the world to them, and it can actually lower their stress hormones over time. This two-way communication builds absolute trust. And speaking of trust, let's look at number 5. where we desperately need to bust one of the oldest myths in dog history. How many times have you been told that you need to show your dog who is boss? It is definitely time to throw that outdated dominance theory right out the window. What your dog truly needs is not a dictator, but an emotionally safe and predictable environment. When your dog shows unwanted behavior, they are not trying to take over the house or challenge your authority. It is almost always a cry for help or a stress response to something they do not understand. Instead of trying to be an alpha, become a calm, reassuring guide who builds your social structure through trust instead of fear. Your consistency is what anchors them and makes them feel completely secure in your home. If this fresh perspective is helping you understand your buddy a little better, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We still have some huge eye-openers coming up. We tend to assume that a wagging tail always means a completely happy dog, but here is what's actually going on beneath the surface. A stiff, fast wagging tail can actually be a sign of high stress or extreme nervous arousal. Or maybe you lean in to hug your sweet golden retriever and you notice them licking their lips, yawning, or turning their head away, maybe even with a slightly tucked tail. They are not just sleepy. Those are calming signals showing that they are feeling overwhelmed and are politely asking for space. Your dog spends their whole life waiting for you to learn their unique body language cues. They are waiting for you to stop putting them in uncomfortable situations that trigger their fight or flight response. When you finally learn to read those subtle signals, your dog breathes a massive sigh of relief because their human finally gets it. And once you understand them, they also desperately need you to give them a role. There is a huge misconception that dogs just want to eat treats and sleep on a soft bed all day. But for thousands of years, dogs were specifically bred to work alongside us. The truth is, most modern dogs are basically unemployed, and that severe lack of purpose leads to a lot of intense boredom. And as many pet parents know, a bored dog often becomes an anxious or destructive dog. Your dog is waiting for a job. This does not mean they need to herd sheep in the backyard. A job can be as simple as figuring out a puzzle feeder for their breakfast, working on a stuffed Kong toy, or learning how to gently put their toys away in a basket. Giving them a daily enrichment task fulfills their deep biological drive and gives them real confidence. While you give them a job, you also have to step up as their ultimate protector. Society has this strange assumption that every single dog wants to be petted by every single person they meet on the street. That simply is not true. Many dogs are naturally introverts, or they might feel anxious in crowds, around children, or during a stressful vet visit. Your dog is waiting for you to advocate for them and protect their personal boundaries. When a stranger rushes up at the dog park with grabby hands, and you confidently step in and say that your dog needs a little space today, your dog looks at you with absolute gratitude. They need to know that you are managing the environment, so they do not have to feel defensive or resort to growling just to protect themselves. When you protect their space, you earn their deepest respect. Finally, we arrive at the most profound and emotional part of your journey together. It is incredibly easy to fall in love with the endless, goofy energy of a young puppy. But we sometimes overlook the quiet, gentle beauty of a senior dog. When those long afternoon walks through Central Park become a little too hard on their aging joints, when their eyes get cloudy and their familiar steps slow down, that is when the real test of your devotion truly begins. They are waiting to see if you will be patient when they take a long time to stand up, or when they accidentally go to the bathroom inside the house. Loving a senior dog is not a burden to bear. It is an absolute, heartbreakingly beautiful privilege. They have spent their entire life giving you all of their vibrant energy, and now they just need to borrow a little bit of yours. Cherish them, comfort them, and hold them close until the very end. Dogs do not need massive backyards, incredibly expensive collars, or picture-perfect lives. They just need your deep understanding, your focused time, your protection, and your completely unconditional love. Please scroll down to the comments right now and type your dog's name as a beautiful tribute to the furry soulmate who makes your life whole. Thank you so much for watching, and right now, go ahead and put your screen away so you can go give your dog a massive hug.